Hey friends, so today I am going to be making a display for my jewelry for a craft show. And I came up with this idea because I didn't want to pay the exuberant prices that a lot of the displays are, and I wanted it to be simple and something that wouldn't cost a lot of money. So our materials today are going to be this little certificate of achievement from Dollar Tree. And then I ordered some little chipboard from Amazon. I'm going to use 2 pieces of that. And then this black felt, it's like got a little sticky back. And then a little piece, so you can use ribbon or whatever, and some fabric fusion, and that's basically it. So we'll start by opening this frame. Be careful with these on the back, because the last one I did, I broke a piece off. So I'll take this out, and then I'll use the glass, or I guess that's glass, whatever it is, for some other project, I'm sure some other time. So I'm also not going to use this back, so that can be set aside for something else, because it does have these little hangers on it. Okay, first thing I do is, because this is pieced the way it is, it doesn't fit fully. So if I put it all the way to the side, I would have this gap. And I already made one before that was kind of like a little demo type thing, which is this one. These are like decorative thumbtack type things, and then I put an earring back on the back of it, and then this will be like this, so it will stand up and display. But I wanted something more firm around the edges, but not so heavy that it would weigh it down. So what I do is I line this up with the edges of the board, and then I'm going to flip it over. Get that lined up again. And then I'm going to mark it. Okay. So we know that it'll go this way. Like this. Cut this off. And I would use a trimmer, like a paper trimmer, but I'm afraid it's going to get gunked up with the adhesive and the felt material. So it will fit like that. This still will not fit like this. So my workaround is some of the other ones that I've already worked on. Nope, that's not going to work either. So get another little piece. And then you can save all this scrap for other projects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and peel this backing and get it laid flat, and then I'll work on this other piece. I'm going to do the hinge method. I gotta make sure which way I go with it. There we go. We want to butt it all the way up to that top edge. Okay. Then we'll take that, lift the paper up, and then start working it a little bit by little bit so you don't have any like little air pockets and things, and it kind of stays even. If you get a little off on the sides, it's okay. That's why I like the frame, because it's holding it. Okay. So then I take the second piece, get it laid right there, kind of hold it down, flip that over, mark it, and cut that out. So that it'll match. Do the exact same thing. Peel it back. Maybe one day. You don't need a big strip, but doing it like this helps you control how you put it on there. So you get it close, close, close to where you don't have a gap. But even if you got it gapped a little bit, and then you can still see here that there is a line, and I was trying to come up with a fix for it, and what I've done, well, I'll show you in a minute. So I'm doing like a little craft booth type thing at a local flea market. I grew up going to this flea market as a kid with my grandparents. That was one of their favorite pastimes. And I have been out there here and there throughout the years. And I love it. It just reminds me of my grandparents, and the fact that I get to go out there and have me a little table and all that. It's just neat. So I just wanted to kind of trim this down. Now this was a table runner piece from the Dollar Tree. Looks like this. This is a rose gold. I actually made a tumbler out of it. I bought 2 rolls, and I'm so thankful that I did, because I am going to use the same, the roll that I haven't opened on my table for my craft booth. So this is where the fabric fusion comes in. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. So I just want to take a little toothpick and I just want to run it right along that seam. Just enough to fuse this onto this. I mean, I could have used like a fusible interfacing, but I just never know what the heat would do to the velvet or felt or whatever it's called. I think it's more like a velvet because it's real soft. Okay. And then, and I know it's wavy, and that's okay. I like that. To me, I don't, being a crafter, not everything has to be absolutely stunningly perfect. Then we'll take this side and we'll go ahead and slide it into the frame. That will also help hold these little pieces. And then I'm going to put the other chipboard in. And then we are going to push all these little tabs down. And I'll have a display board. So let me pause this and I'll show you how I'm going to do the tops. Okay, so I got these rounded thumbtacks from the Dollar Tree. So what I want to do is kind of measure probably about an inch from the side. And maybe about an inch down, so maybe about right there. And I'm going to kind of poke it through. So it comes out the other side. Okay. And then I got these plastic little earring. They're kind of squishy. Okay, so that's one. And then maybe I'll come over directly from that. Maybe an inch and a half. Okay. Just have to be careful that you don't poke it through your finger on the other side. Now you can use different ones. This is what I've chosen to use. I like it because they look like little knobs. And the rose gold is kind of going with my table setup. And if I decide at a later date that I want to change it, all I have to do is put something else over this ribbon and change out my tacks. So let's do same thing, another like 1.5 inches. And you can make more or less depending on what you're wanting to display. These will be probably for necklaces, but I have made, this is my third one when I decided, oh, well, why don't I just make a video and showing people how to make your own displays. So I'll probably end up with one more because I got one more frame. I'm not going to show that video because I've already done that. So they're not perfect. I always say, if someone is that anal about it, then you got issues. Now, this is a plastic frame, so beware that you don't break the frame. Let's hope I did not just jinx myself. Okay, so maybe I'll do another one that's 1 inch from it. Like I said, these are not 100% perfect. If you're looking for perfection, then by all means go the perfect route or buy stuff that's already been made. This is the way I do things. Sometimes it's a crafting catastrophe, but it is what it is. So you can hang a bracelet or necklace. This is just stuff that I've made for myself. So that way you'll have a nice little display. And then you can hang smaller stuff here or whatever. You can also make some with thinner ones to put like a little package of earrings or something like that on, which I might do, depending. But I wanted to show you the back. So I bought these little things on Amazon. And it's like, I don't know. It's like you bend it. There we go. Okay. Sometimes you got to give yourself a pep talk. Something like this. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it hooks like that. And it's got these little tabs right here. That is an adhesive. So this is what I like to do, or I am going to do, is have this flat, let this lean up against it then. And then press down really well. So then you have a display that holds itself up. If you wanted better hold, then you could put 2, which I'll probably end up putting another one here, maybe even another one here, because I don't want these blowing around. But it's heavy enough to where it'll hold still, but not too heavy that it's going to take a lot of manpower, so to speak, to carry these things around. So, hanging so people can see your displays. And there you go. Super cute.